And welcome back to the channel. We've got another secret one for you. You can hear me over the noise. So we're on the main Northwich bypass and you come down to the Hertford Bridge, the swing bridge. And where we're going is the secret Royal Abbey walk. So as you come from the swing bridge, this is why nobody knows it. There's a turn in here on the left, and this is where we park. Well, this is another multi-purpose walk. So it takes us down to the actual old abbey, which is now a hotel and golf course. We're going to be following the river. It's a nice sunny day for once in its life. Well, it's nice and shaded under here because you've got all the trees. There is some magnificent trees. And like always, there's the main walk, and then you can go off in the woodland if you want, which makes it multi-purpose. Some nice places to explore in the woods here. Coming up, we've even got some nice flowers. Well, they are very big, sturdy trees. You just see there a load of foxgloves hiding in the background. Just about make them out. As we said, there's lots of paths off here, so you've got all sorts of choices. So we've got a sign here, that way for Hertford, back to Northwich and Marshall Arm, which is the park, nature reserve the other side, Vale Royal Park and Whitegate. So you can go up through here to Hertford. And it's a great place for the old dogs. A little stream there. It's a bit steep, but you can sort of go along and then run parallel to the path that we're going on as well. So it is an amazing place, and especially like a hot day. It's maybe going to be a hot day, so you've got the shade, and then you've got sort of where the trees are a bit less, you've got the sun as well, so you've got in and out of the sun. Just listen to the sound of that water. How crystal clear that water is. More signs here telling you this is part of the I could read it, the Merseyside forest. Plenty of wildlife about. For some reason there's one little section here that's quite wet, so I don't know quite what's going on here. But in terms of path, 90% of it's okay. If you're in a wheelchair, some of it will be challenging. And probably not a thing to do if you're a wheelchair user. I don't know if you can see on video, there's paths here and the river is just there. We do come to this big, massive railway bridge. Again, there's paths down here and don't go particularly very far, but you can get down to the river. It'll walks off. Massive railway bridge. Plenty of little walks off down to the river. I was trying to be quiet so you can hear the birds, and as soon as you do, they shut up. That, of course, is a train going overhead. There's plenty of fishing. Northwich anglers have got a patch here. If you're an angler, you can actually drive down here and go into that little car park there. I mean, the trees are fantastic here. Every tree you can think of. And under here it's nice and cool. You've got different sorts of trees, like an ancient woodland. Little streams if the dog wants a drink. It's a great place for dogs. We do then come to this gate, so you've got a couple of choices here. You can go back to the river, which we'll do in a minute, or you can carry straight on to the Abbey. So we'll go to the Abbey and then come back and go down here, because there's a couple of little ponds here, so if you've got a dog and they want to go for a swim, paddle, that's the place to go. So you can easily walk through here, but again, wheelchair would be demanding. So this now takes us through to the old ancient abbey, which is now a golf course, a hotel, and very, very posh apartments. You notice a lot of rhododendrons about, so if you come when they were in flower, there will be some magnificent sights. Again, there's other footpaths off where it tells us what they are. But these all sort of lead to the Abbey, so you've got the choice of keeping on this path or going up there to get to the Abbey. So keep on this path for now. Well, I did say about rhododendrons, which really are past the best now, but there's still quite a few about, still got the flowers on. Obviously not the best, but if you'd come a little bit earlier in the season, these would be a magnificent sight. So we'll carry on up the road to the Abbey. Well, again, as we said, there's lots of paths off, and we just come a little way on this path. So that's going into the woodland. The actual main drive we're on is just here. So there is these paths here, there and everywhere. There is a sign there that somebody's actually bothered to rip down, but there is another path in the woods there as well. We're still on a public footpath, but we're coming to another gate, which is actually the start of the Abbey golf course. So we're now actually on the actual golf course, or golf courses. Well, we're now at the actual Abbey itself, or what's left of it, and this is what's left of it. A very ancient Abbey, and this is sort of the original Abbey, or bits of it. I don't quite know what it is, but this is it. Now the golf courses, you can walk across, a lot do have paths, but obviously you've got to be mindful if you walk across golf courses that you don't get a golf ball back of your head. But the golf courses just go on forever, and that's the actual old abbey. So you've got the posh apartments at the back. There's a hotel. You can get a cup of tea, but probably you need a mortgage. We actually missed out because a couple of weeks ago they did have the Ferrari meeting with hundreds and hundreds of Ferraris here, but nevertheless. We'll just have a sit at the Abbey to get a bit of energy back. Well, this golf course is absolutely crazy. I don't know how we can show you this, but we're by the Abbey itself, and this is the golf course. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. It's just crazy. He looks as though he's cheating, doesn't he? Well, give you an idea that he's cheated through the ball there, I saw him. I'll show you the zoom on that now. How about that for a zoom? We're around the front of the Abbey now. So if you can't park where I've parked, normally you can get there. I'd struggled a bit this morning, but I have got on. If you set your sat nav for the Vale Royal, get my teeth in, Vale Royal Golf Club, it'll bring you here. So there's plenty of parking here, all over the place. There's quite a lot to see around here, really. There's obviously a golf course, but it does give you details of the Abbey. I don't know how well we can see this. I'm trying to focus, it's absolutely filthy. So it goes back to 1270. So it's a really, really ancient place, and that's how the church was in, what does it tell you? That's the original sort of abbey, and that was 1125. It's just a shame it's no longer an abbey and now a very posh hotel. Around the back we do have the private gardens, which has got a nice little pond. It's got a squirty fountain thing, summer house, big lake with lilies in it, just for the residents while they have their J&T. We'll now head back to the river. Again, more golf courses here that just go on forever. A lot do have these paths, so you can actually walk across the golf course. I don't know how many holes, I don't know about golf, but again you can see it's just as far as the eye can bloody see. So we're back now at the path where the gate was, and we've now come off and going towards the actual locks. Little bridge here. So what we'll do is cross over the locks and go back. And there is a little footpath there. Now if you've got a dog, this is the place to get him refreshed, because we have got these lakes, pools, whatever you want to call them. And the old dog can have a little swim, paddle, whatever, in these lakes if it's a nice hot day. It's quite a good spot for wildlife, because there's very often a black swan here and very often a heron, unless you come with a camera, in which case there's nout. Again, there's little paths off there again, and some goes over there. There's plenty still to explore. As you might be able to hear, we're now at the main locks. Crazy place. It's a lovely sound though, isn't it? Half bush out here. Again, you've got an option now if you wanted. You can carry on up the river. Get over the other side where we're going now. We've got the old wheels here. And you can just keep going if you're really keen and really wanted to. So we are crossing over the river itself on the swing bridge, and then we'll walk back the other side and come back to the big bridge where we parked. And it did sort of repair a lot of these locks. And lockkeepers, cottage, hut, whatever. So we're back now. We actually follow the river more or less this time, so you can see more of the river. The other side and the path here is suitable for wheelchair users. Can't remember if it's like this all the way back to the bridge, but do have a little cottage here, but out of the way into a fairly old building. There's quite a covered area here. There's a little landing stage. You could go down and park your boat if you've got a boat. This takes us to the bridge we saw as we come on the other side. As it's warming up, it's a nice cool place if you've got a dog and it's hot day. It's probably a better walk this side. I mean, you could always come from the bridge to the locks, turn around and go back, couldn't you? So we do come to the end of this bit where the bridge is. You do get a lot of water sports on here. There is a canal boat just coming. There's some wildlife there. I think it's just ducks, but or is it? Yeah, just ducks. And the old boat is chugging along at a fair old rate of knots. It's not like a canal, it's a big river, so it's a fair old bridge. Bit dark to see. As we come under the bridge, we've got a bent picnic table. I think it's still usable, certainly a bit different. We did say about water sports, so it looks like ladies rowing here, ready for the Olympics. A nice straight beautiful path. We've got fishermen everywhere. How the hell they get to some of these spots, because it's way out. Well, certainly if you're a wheelchair user you could use this path with no problems. Only about 5 feet there's fishermen, but quite how you get to it. They're all hidden in the bushes. Along this side of the path we've got picnic areas, and we've got more rowers. I think these are just 2 rowers. I can find them. And the rest.
Easy for this, yeah.
Well, we're now at the end, back to the big bridge, but we do have the Hertford wetlands, so we'll just take a look up here, which is a wetland, because that's what it says in the name. And like everything else, when you've got a camera and you're looking, you'll never find out, but as the name suggests, a wetlands. So again, you never quite know what you're going to find. Wonderful path, and that's as far as it goes. Not a damn thing in sight. Some nice grasses, but that's about it. Well, it does show you on the poster what you can see. So this is where we get the double whammy, because we're back at the bridge. And we're going to go back over the bridge and back to the car, but you can now have that option, or you can walk right the way down to King's Lock and then come back over and end up the other side of the bridge, over there somewhere. So we're actually going to go back up there, back to the car where we came in. It's about double what we've done already. So we carry on down to King's Lock, cross over, and Marshall Arm Nature Reserve's over there, and then you come back to the bridge that way, so you can double your walk, or you can just quit while you're out and go back to the car from here. So again, the paths are quite good down here. I'm trying to sort of zoom in all the way down the path. So it has been a wonderful day weather-wise for a change. Mr. Robin here. I don't suppose he'll stand still. No, he won't. I'm going to fly off. Well, this takes us back to the big bridge, and we'll go back to the car. So we come out just by the other side of the bridge to get back to the car. It's been 8,000 steps what we've done this morning, so if you went down to the King's Lock, it'd almost certainly be about the same, so it'd be 16,000 steps if you wanted to do the two. Or you could park in the same spot and go Marshall Arm and King's Lock and come back the other way. So they're both nice walks.